What's up? What's up? How y'all feeling? What's going on? I'm your host, Messy. We are here at the Messy Sweet Spot. When I tell you it's a mess, and it got to do with the church. When I tell you this year, the year of exposing the church, honey. But you know what? I already knew it because I was raised up in the church, and I know that stop putting these church people on pedestals. They are no better than anybody else. We're all human. So we're all human, but a lot of people, they are very shocked because they worship a lot of these church leaders, a lot of these church figures, and they see them as something higher than what they really are. And these individuals, they benefit from it too. So Kelly Price, she's coming out and she's exposing Kirk Franklin. And I got the receipts, okay? She's also exposing Erica Campbell. Okay, now the song that Erica Campbell sing, what is it saying? I forgot what's her. I've been dun 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 dun. It's the God in me. What? It's the God in me. You think it's so fresh. You think you're so clean. It's the God in me. And Kirk Franklin, shout out to him. I forgot his song. What is it? Listen, I'm not really big in gospel music, so I don't know everybody. But let's go here. This is what people are talking about. Now, Kelly Price, she did come out the
My
other
heart
day,
was broken.
but now she's coming out with more information. How y'all doing? What's going on? I see you guys in here. Make sure you guys, when you guys get in here, make sure you guys hit the likes up and let me know. Are you guys getting my notifications? If you're not getting the notification, let me know. Y'all gotta let me know, okay? And I just want to let y'all know I will be doing videos all night, back to back to back to back to back. When we get done with this video, we hopping on to the next one. I need my train. Choo choo. Are y'all on a train with me to gossip? Okay, because we're going back to another video, back to another video, then back to another video. Okay. And that's just how we're going to do at the Messy Sweet Spot every night. All right. So since I said that, I want to play the audio version first, and then she talks, and we want to dissect it, and we want to really get in deep. What exactly is she talking about? And I'm going to put the link up here because I want to hear from you guys. I want you guys to be more engaging with me. I want to talk to y'all more often. And I want to get your insight, even if you agree or you don't agree. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Stop. Was Franklin? Oh, stomp. I said stop. I read that wrong. Stomp. With the note, with the nigga say stomp. With the people say stomp. Shit, I don't know how to sing that song. How that stump go? Stump. With the mama say stump. With the people say stump. Oh God, I've fallen from grace from the church community. All right, so I'm gonna play here. Check this out.
When I saw the things that happened on the road with a lot of these artists, doing shows with these artists, all kinds of stuff, my heart was broken because there was still a part of me that believed that holiness without which no man shall see the Lord. That's biblical also. It took for me to tour and to work and to do shows with these artists that call themselves gospel artists and preachers. One of the very few artists who have been able to record and tour with both gospel and R&B artists. And the lives that are lived by the people that you worship are despicable and disgusting. My heart was broken when I saw the things that happened on the road with a lot of these artists, doing shows with these artists, all kinds of stuff. My heart was broken because there was still a part of me that believed that holiness without which no man.
All right, so let's talk about it. Her heart was broken. I don't know. You guys don't have discernment. How do you guys feel about this? It is another part.
Who tried to get in my bed. That's another story. You won't get it for free. refuse to give that for free. Some preachers that's all over your timeline and in your YouTube right now, that if they could have gotten me in my bed or in their bed, they would have. But I don't play those games. Fuck a man. I fear God. I fear God. Who tried to get in my bed. That's another story.
Girl, ain't nobody want to get in your bed, girl. Stop that line with that damn voice. Come on now. Shit. Okay. So here it is. This is her exposing. I'm gonna read the
Won't get it for
article now.
free.
She says this. It says, "Yes, Lord, deliver us from pastor hoes and pedos." Okay. She says, "Deliver us from self-righteous people who send their money to liars and pimps in plain sight. Then come deliver me. The nerve you have. I was the only." Now, this is where she exposes everybody. When she says she was the only artist judge on Sunday's Best, the only one now that wasn't effing someone else's spouse, fornicating, or messing with kids and boys. But you have smoke for me? So let's look at the judges, okay? Now, she said, who was messing with the boys? Huh? I know Erica Campbell ain't messing with no boys because she like grown men. Okay. So I'm assuming she talking about Kirk Franklin with the boys. And I don't know who Mick Reynolds are, Jonathan. I have no idea who that is. Maybe them too. I'm not really deep into the gospel sector. Okay, so I'm assuming those men are messing with the boys, and Erica Campbell is cheating on her husband because they said she's married, and she said she was the only right person there doing the whole thing. So she just exposed everybody. She says, "F out of here, you ignorant church going brain dead assholes." Kelly, how are you supposed to set an example for the real Christians? You came up here like you a Christian, but here you yelling at people, talking about people doing this. You're judging people, putting people down. Bitch, which one is it? Why don't you be the example that you want others to see? Because all this cussing and name calling because people don't agree with you, it's out of order. But go ahead, tell it because I like the mess. Okay, it says, "I'm a child of a preacher, 3 generations, and I have no desire to be named among the gospel community." Well, girl, we thought your ass was wicked anyway. Who does R&B and gospel? Back in my day, they felt that you have to pick a side. They felt like you was being lukewarm. All that R&B, doing that bumping and grinding does not serve the Lord. Pick a side. But the church is so lenient because we living in a modern church. They allowed your ass grace. Now your ass want to judge them. And that's just how it is. You'll find the most people. Girl, I ain't gonna go there. Okay, it says, "Wonder why you don't, cause you already know what it is and are content to be a part of the cover-up that have been happening for generations. My advice, get off my page now or prepare to have me tear you a new one. Every time you are stupid enough to come to my page with your self-righteousness." Okay. Now we got London on the track. Hey, I'm so glad you came up here, London. London, are you there, London? London. I don't hear London, y'all. London. London. Y'all see London, but she ain't saying nothing. All right, London, we're going to put you down. I can't hear you, London. Okay, I see her talking. Hey, I can't hear. Can y'all hear London? Press 1 if you can hear London. I can't hear London. London, we can't hear you. We can't hear you, London. All right, so let's get Malik. Hey, Malika.
Hey girl, hey.
I miss you, girl. Where you been at? Where you been
I've been working. I've been working. I've been working.
at? Okay. Well, I was trying to see Malika. I can hear Malika, but I can't hear Miss London. Girl, what's your thoughts about this?
Well, my thoughts, not for nothing with the whole situation with Erica Dixon, right? It was once upon a time when she had her show with her sister. I remember once upon a time that the husband already was sitting there already telling her that she had to slow down from touring and focus more on the family because I think she had just had a baby or something like that at around the time.
Yeah,
And
Eric.
she was like, and he was like, you need to slow down on a lot of stuff because she was doing the touring with the church. Then she was on, I think she was on a show or something, or she was going to be on a show. It was a lot of things going on where he was really like trying to like plead with her. So it's not shocking to me that she ended up with sitting there messing around with some man because she barely be around her husband. And he be sitting there begging. So you never know. He probably decided to sit there and fornicate with another girl too. If you ask me.
Right. And shout out to Cozy donating $3. Thank you. But what do you think about Miss Keisha, damn, Kelly Price out here exposing people business like she's higher than anybody else? She says she's sick of these Christians out here doing this and she's exposing them.
Right. When I was listening to her like tidbit about that, to be honest with you, I think she's right for doing that because not for nothing, everybody, when you look at the church community or you look at like, the gospel community, that side, you don't really be thinking about the things that really be going on behind the scenes sometimes. And if you really want to think about it, let's think about our own churches. Like, back in the day when they used to hear about, the young boy messing around with the deacon or the deacon messing around with the bishop or or the whatever may have you. So it's just like, it's not something that I could say that's like oh my God. But you ask me, she's exposing what been was going on within the church society or church community for a very long time. You ask me.
Mm. Yeah, but it's not just the church. It's one thing if she said the church, but she's like putting names on it. She included Erica Campbell, Jonathan, whoever he is, and Kirk Franklin.
I think she was wrong for putting the names on it. She could have sat there and just be like, nobody ain't perfect, and you can't sit there and throw stones at a glass house if your house is made of glass. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think she should have put the names on it, but what she did, I don't think she wrong for that. I think she should have let that be known, not for nothing. I ain't gonna hold you.
All right. Somebody says you should have told her she was fat enough. He did her wrong. La la music. I don't know what that means, but I don't think Erica Campbell is gonna speak out about this. I think the gospel community, they're gonna give her a pass. Erica Campbell is a stone cold colorist. Okay, well, I don't know nothing about that. Okay. The church has nothing to do with what God would do, doesn't take anything from him and his word. All right. However, everybody see things differently. Now I understand that's how you see it, and I think that's great that you're not moved. However, a lot of people associate God's chosen people to that religion. So just like if a Muslim do something horrible, usually they're painted that they all like that. So that's just how humans are. But I understand some people they're not moved. And maybe that's why Kelly Price came out and she wanted to expose,
Get
she
that for
wanted to
free.
even go even deeper to let you guys know that Erica Campbell, the ones that you hold high, they're not as precious because she started off letting you guys know it was pastors trying to creep in her bed while they were married. Okay. And then you guys, as a church community, the Christian community, y'all was up in her messages cussing her out, and then that's when she got back and let y'all know the ones that y'all put on a pedestal, they ain't shit either. Okay.
Mm.
Keep trying me, hoes. Okay. She said, are you sanctified? Fake righteous people. She said she don't even want to be associated with the gospel community because they're such hypocrites. Okay.
But we know that about not for nothing, we know that about the church. Who don't know that about the church? That's why a lot of people don't want to go back to church, or if they sit there, they be like, I kind of change. Like, I'd rather just pray at my home or read my Bible within myself than to go into the church because of the whole hypocritical thing and the whole thing with the scrutiny. You know how the people, they side eye, they say little things, little tidbits, it's stuff like that. So I'm not gonna lie, it's a lot because there's a lot of things that go on with the church, but who doesn't know? If you was, I'm not from the South or nothing, but my family, they're very church oriented. I'm not, but they are, and not for nothing. I see even with them sometimes, like it's a lot of hypocritical things that go on. They'll say one thing and contradict themselves on a regular. I seen it for myself.
Got it. Someone says, how is Kelly putting out names? Kelly is acting like Jaguar. Pure jealousy. If you're a Christian, be a Christian. Kelly is two-faced. So, but that goes to thing. What is a real Christian? Who is a real Christian? Christian is really based on your own personal belief and your own personal perspective. All of y'all not going to agree. You just got a label on you, and every label, that Christian label, it means different to different people. If I ask 50 people that are allegedly Christian, what is a Christian? What is defined? And I'm sure I'm going to get so many different answers. So let's go here. It says, I think Kelly was right. We need to see that these people are human too. We have to watch who we follow and let into our spiritual spaces. All right. So people feel like, yes, Kelly, tell them all. But do you think Kelly should tell her business too while she at it, or no? Or maybe she should just join the gossip girl. Come over here and just tell the business. Okay? So a lot of people agree. They're happy that she's spilling the beans on these individuals. I'm trying to see what they're saying here at the Shade Room, the neighborhood talk, but for whatever reasons, the thing's not coming up here. It says I missed the battle of the choirs. Oh, okay. I don't know nothing about that. Oh, God isn't in the church. I don't go, and I haven't went in years. Okay. Well, yeah. But
she's one of the people that I was saying about. Like, not a lot of people believe on the commentary that she just made. Not a lot of people believe on going into the church.
Yeah. They said Erica would never respond to any negative statements. And I understand why she wouldn't. I just hope
I'm one of the very few artists
that she's not allowing it to eat her inside, Just because she's not replying to it doesn't mean that she's not affected. Do you guys think she's affected? Do you think people are listening to her? Or do you think people are telling her, listen, girl, this is what they're saying about you? I think so. I think they're gossiping, they're telling, and she's probably cussing her ass out right now.
Telling her about herself. I believe so too.
And praying about it later. People of having relations. Well, let's look at what the people are saying. They're saying accusing people of having relations with children without filing a police report and talking about it on social media should be just a crime. So they're talking about Kelly Price. Kelly Price, you came out here. You told me that Kirk Franklin is out here messing with boys. Allegedly, it got to be one of the boys. It got to be either Mig Reynolds or Kirk Franklin. She's alleged messing with boys. Okay. So why haven't you made a police report? Kelly Price, why did you allow that shit to go on and you knew about it and you said nothing? You did nothing. Okay. Why is that? Malika, why is that?
You know what? You know what I think it is? I think it's because of the whole thing where, even just like how the hip hop or whatever, it's the money thing. They need to make sure they keep connections so that they could get, the revenue that they need. Kirk Franklin is a known gospel artist. I used to listen to Kirk Franklin from when I was younger. So I could understand when it comes to the whole thing, the aspect with him dealing with young boys, I could highly believe it. Why I believe it? Because I don't know if you know, he had a son. His son used to be on this show called Hip Hop, growing up hip hop. It used to be on WeTV or Bravo, one of them. It used to come on one of those channels. And he had a son that was sitting here already speaking about how his father was like, really scrutiny, like really like try to scrutinize him off the simple fact about him, you know, being different, as in he don't want to follow the ways of the church. And also as well, he also deals with men and he deals with women too. So they didn't, allegedly.
Hold up. I know. But didn't okay, y'all, let's clarify some shit. Kirk Franklin does have a son, right? Now is he
Hmm.
or he straight? When did he say he was bi? Did he say he was gay?
Well, in a sense, he didn't necessarily say it like that, but the way he described it, it don't make sense because it's and
What he
then as well the way he was friendly with one of the gentlemen.
They said in the comment section he's straight.
He's straight. Are we sure? Because if y'all go back to that season when he was on Growing Up Hip Hop, and there was a young man that was like trying to push up on him, and he was giving the young man some type of attention, but in a sense try to let it be known like, they just friends. But I don't know, it didn't come off that way to me, because in a sense he didn't validate and say like, yeah, I'm a straight man, I love women. He put it in another tense on, as in he's
He might be
bi
on
curious, or he's curious. He likes everyone.
okay, he's kind of curious or down lowish. Got
Not
it.
down lowish. Allegedly, he I don't want to say he down low, but I don't know, because that show showed a different type of tune or a different type of narrative on what he really is.
You because you already know what they're saying in Hollywood that they gay for pay. Do you think he was playing gay for pay?
Maybe because we don't know. Well, I don't really hear nothing about Kirk Franklin's son. He doesn't have any type of music or anything that I know of or heard about.
Came out.
He's not within the church. He doesn't deal with the church with Kurt and all that. You don't see him.
I thought he was really religious. Okay, at one point, we talking about Kirk Franklin's son. At one point, wasn't he very religious? He was on out in the internet talking about God this and God that, and you shouldn't be this and you shouldn't be that, honey. Honey, he was very religious at one point. Okay, what's his
I'm
name?
not too for certain on his passings, but I know when he arrived on that show, Growing Up Hip Hop, he was talking a different type of tune. It was a different tune being spoke about on that. And y'all could check back on that season. I don't recall what season it was, but I know he was on there.
Oh, let's look at the full audio.
I've worked at some.
Dang. Okay, here we go. Okay, so you feel that Kirk Franklin, do you think that he did not want to have a relationship with his son because his son was gay?
Not even that, but also because of the fact that he wasn't basically, I guess he wasn't being understanding or whatever decision that the son was trying to do. It's either decisions on the son or his sexual orientation. It's one or the other. He wasn't really being fully supportive to the son. That's what the son made it seem like, or let it be known on. That's what was going on.
He wasn't
So
helping him in the industry.
basically, not in the industry, but basically wasn't being supportive of I guess whatever he was trying to do, or his sexual orientation. It's either one of those. Y'all could check the season yourself and see for yourself. But
See,
that's my perspective on what it was given for him. And
let's see.
Kirk Franklin, I could kind of believe he probably was, because the son was also even saying like, if he really wanted to, he never went on the internet and exposed his father on what his father really, or who his father really is. So let's really talk about that. And he know that, and that's something that he said off of Growing Up Hip Hop. He said that on that show.
All right, I want to hear something.
Any motherfucking ass back out the goddamn way before I put my foot in your ass, because I dare you. I dare.
Who is that talking? Who is that gay man talking?
I think that was Kirk Franklin. That sounded like Kirk Franklin talking to his son.
He sound gay as hell. He sound gay. Press 1 if I know that's ignorant to say, but you know what I'm saying. Did he sound feminine? Press 1 if he sound feminine. Press 2 if he don't sound feminine. He sound very feminine to me.
But the son was sitting there already saying he ain't going on the internet and exposed his father for what he really be doing. So let's see what Kelly Price was saying. That probably is true.
Did he sound feminine to you?
The tea on that.
Malik, did he sound, Malika, did Did he sound feminine to you? Huh?
Just a little. He sounded a little, you know.
Girl, he
But you
sound-
never know. That could be his accent. You never know. That could be his accent.
I'm not fucking with a nigga like that. Shit. No, that's discriminate. I discriminate like a motherfucker. Okay, that can't turn me on. Shit. You know, I like for a nigga to yell at me sometime. If you yelling, you sound like a
Right?
bitch.
Sound a little rough. Have a thug in it. Put a little thug in it.
Sound like my goddamn southern auntie or some shit.
I'm dead.
Foot in your ass because I dare you. I dare you. I dare you. I dare you. Shut the fuck up. I'm old.
I will.
Oh no.
I did it.
Girl. This some girl. Ooh, little Kirk getting heated. How short is Kirk? He sounds like he 5'3". Okay. Okay. I mean, what's this about? Carry on.
Sing that.
Carry on. Go put some clothes on.
I'm wearing clothes.
Girl.
But I'm telling you, if you seen that show, you would see. I'm telling you, you could see it. You could just see, like, if you was to watch that show. If anybody in the comments seen Growing Up Hip Hop and seen that season when Kirk Franklin's son was on there, and he was basically giving the whole tidbit of his life and his problems that he had with his father, and y'all gonna understand, like, that boy is not. He could say he's straight all he want, but he never really even tried to answer the question. But a lot of people was trying to figure out, is he straight or gay? He said, does it matter? Like, if whatever I am, I'm myself, I'm whatever, like, in a sense. But it's like he not trying to be direct, but we know, because at the end of the day, you still was entertaining the gay men that was on the show too as well, that was interested into him. So yeah.
Now, it's reports on the side talking about his son, Kirk Franklin's son, alleged he touched him. So he said allegedly that Kirk Franklin been touching on his own son, girl.
So maybe that's what he was probably saying when he said, I would never went on the internet even exposing of the things that he do. That's probably one of the things, the molestation. And then if he's doing it to his own son, he's definitely doing it in that church. Definitely. There's no ifs, ands, or buts.
Maybe that's what Kelly Price was alleging to, messing with boys. Now, what he got on tidy whitey, she said, girl, she said, put some clothes on. He
probably got his shirt off walking around with his little birthday.
Goddamn tidy whiteys on his bed.
I'm dead.
I said, put some clothes on, carry on. Put some clothes on.
I'm dead.
Oh shit. God damn. He's out here. And look at him on the internet, child.
I'm being abused right now. I've been assaulted.
Oh, girl.
Stop assaulting me.
Not something is up.
And stop testing my power. And just let me be creative. I pray in Jesus' name.
I told you he was religious.
Leading their passion. I have a legal LLC, a company in my name. I can be as creative as I want to be in all legal industries.
So y'all think Kirk Franklin did that to that boy?
For capital. And nobody can call me crazy. Call me mentally ill for how I choose to be creative.
I understand who would call him mentally like that for being creative. I don't get it.
I don't think that's what it is. I think it's something deeper. He ain't really trying to spill the tea. He trying to use that mentally creative nonsense. We know the vibe. That's a cover up for something else, if you ask me.
What's the vibe? Shit, I don't
tried to get.
He covering up what really is going on, because it don't make sense. How somebody gonna sit there and try to say you mentally ill because of you being creative in your music? It don't make sense.
Girl,
people make all types of music. Some of it is good, some of it is not, some of it is amazing. So, and they're all creative in their own different ways. So it don't make sense what he's saying. He got something that he really want to spill, but he can't. So he renting that. If you ask me.
Well, I want to know, did you guys also hear that Kirk Franklin allegedly was touching his son? Press 1 if you heard that rumor too. Press 4 if you never heard that rumor. And now Kelly Price, she is naming everybody in the judge group. And she said all these people, except for her, are pedos, messing with boys, and cheating on their husband. She said every judge, which is only 4, were
Right.
she said some individuals was messing with boys, 1 is a pedo, and 1 is cheating on their husband. Okay, so I figure it out. Okay, okay, we figure it out. The man was messing with the boys, and 1 of the men is a pedo. And Erica, she the one cheating on her husband. Okay, so that's just what it was. Ooh, the church, honey.
And the church get messy. They think that regular life is messy. That church life, it get messy.
People are saying, say the names. That's way the innocent can be spared. But what if the innocent don't want you to put their business out? I mean, you just never know. My daddy only issue is she was comfortable sitting on their information. I think you should tell who did it, but leave the victims alone. Like if I wouldn't say, well, Shanae got touched. I would just say, well, this person goes around touching on individuals. But I wouldn't put the victim name out there because I wouldn't want if the victim not ready.
If
They
the
say,
victim didn't report it themselves, then yeah, you shouldn't even say nothing. But she should have said on names or exactly who was doing what.
just
Yeah.
the monsters. Just do the monsters. We don't need to know, just the monsters. This is my concern. While all she is saying may be possible true, you still sat there, collected your check, and let these things happen. Why weren't you speaking out when you first witnessed these things, especially when it comes to underage kids? To hold that type of information, in my opinion, makes you just as guilty. Don't wait for the checks to stop now to want to blow the whistle. So, do you guys blame Kelly Price? Do you think she's just as guilty because she stood by and she watched grown men in the church doing horrible things to little boys, and she did not say anything until now? So, do you think that Kelly Price? Do you see her as guilty too? Press 1 if you see her as guilty. Press 2 if you don't. Some people are saying at that moment, Kelly, you could have spoke up and you could have stopped that. And think of how many boys that she would have saved. Melissa, your thoughts on that?
I think, yeah, like in a sense, she is wrong because if she did know about it, she should have said something. However, like you said before, the victim that had to deal with that, if they themselves wasn't openly comfortable on speaking on it, her speaking on it, it's just, I don't know how it would look, but it would just expose or like whip up a whole different type of concoction that might be self-destructing to her. So maybe she was thinking about her brand and why she just didn't want to really say anything. She's doing well with her being on Gospel's Best. She's making her little money still, even though she's not making music like how she did back in the day. So I would see why she would to keep quiet. However, if she knew about it behind closed doors, yeah, she should have sat there and let it be known to somebody. Or if she knew the victim, she should have spoke to the victim and told the victim, like, listen, you need to report that if this is affecting you in any way, XYZ, you need to let that be known.
But they're kids. Yolanda says Kelly Price is wrong too. Yeah, because Malika, they're kids, and some kids just don't know how to. They need a grown up to step in and to save the day.
To support them, for that support, it's understandable. So yeah, in a sense, all right, I retract on what I said. Yeah, she was wrong because you knew about it for so long and didn't say anything. So in a sense, it just looked like you was down with it too. So that means you doing something too. Besides you exposing everybody else, you got to be doing something too.
Of course, we just don't know yet. But
we just don't know what it is exactly.
I want to let you guys know we do have another live that is scheduled now. I put the link at the top, so if you guys can start joining that live, I will really appreciate it. The live that we're doing next, and you guys know I'm doing live back to back to back to back to back. The live we're doing next is Funky Neva in friendships with Tasha K over Flames Monroe interview fake beefing for views. Okay, we have a friendship that has ended on YouTube. It has been a death out here, so we have to mourn. Okay, so join us for that show. All right, everybody is talking about that gossip. If you know, and later on, since I'm here, I may as well show you other stuff that we have tonight. We also have Ricky Smiley breaks down crying. You know, he was crying. And Cat Williams, he came out here and he exposed Ricky Smiley again. And he talks about him wearing that dress. He said that's the only thing Ricky Smiley is good at, being a woman. Okay. The third post is a woman cries. No, a woman tries to give this man the high five. She was going around and she claimed this man had the high five. She faked the text messages. Come to find out he's clean, and it was all a fraud, that she was giving people high fives because they didn't want to be with her ass. Kevin Hart, marriage is over. They're saying, you know, he don't have the ring on, she don't got the ring on, and he is dragging Cat Williams now. And the last but not least is Jaden throws shade at Krishan Rock, and Blueface and Jaden are doing scams. All right, so please join me at the next live, which is Funky Neva ends friendship. I think I put the link in the chat. I would do it again. There we go. All right. Well, Malika, I hope that you'll join me over there. I really enjoy you. You know, you're one of my favorites. I always love when you come up here and you talk to me and you host with me. Until then, DJ, where is the beat?
Later, guys. I'm on there. I'm going now.